Hi, I'm Harrington, creator of Depersonalizationrecovery.com. This video is the fourth installment of the Depersonalization Cure Tip series. The topic of this video is obsession and depersonalization disorder. Obsessive self-focus is one of the primary symptoms of depersonalization disorder. People feel cut off from themselves and the external world, and they obsess about these symptoms almost 24/7. An obsession is a compulsive thought. It's a thought that's very difficult to get out of your mind. In depersonalization, people have difficulty not thinking about their disorder. This symptom of depersonalization shares a lot in common with pure O, or purely obsessive compulsive disorder. In pure O, people don't have the normal compulsions of OCD. They just have intrusive thoughts. These intrusive thoughts are very difficult to get out of their mind. Many people with DP probably also have pure O. It's important to keep in mind that thought suppression does not work in depersonalization. When you consciously try to suppress a thought, you increase its occurrence. The classic example of this is to not think of a pink elephant. When you try to not think of a pink elephant, you increase thoughts of pink elephants. The same goes for symptoms of depersonalization. If you consciously try to push DP out of your mind, you're going to think about it more. Here's a classic exercise from exposure therapy for intrusive thoughts. What I want you to do is, instead of trying to push DP out of your mind, actually set alone some time to sit in a room and actually focus on your DP symptoms more. This will help you expose yourself to the symptoms of DP and actually help you get over it. Instead of trying to push them out, increase them. Try to make them as bad as you possibly can. In addition to exposing yourself to intrusive thoughts, it's very important to practice acceptance of these thoughts. In OCD, people are afraid of contamination. So in depersonalization, we're often afraid that DP is going to contaminate our life and ruin all of our experiences. Instead of maintaining this fear of contamination, accept depersonalization. This can be very difficult to do at first, but once you start doing it, you realize your stress reduces and the actual symptoms of DP start to get better. It's also important not to attach significant negative emotions with DP. If you can view DP as boring or sort of a nuisance, that will really help take the sting out of the symptoms. In addition to these methods, I recommend that you practice mindfulness meditation a few minutes every day. All you have to do is set an object in front of you. I prefer something nice to look at, like a flower, and look at it for 10 to 20 minutes. You can set a timer. Sit there, look at the flower, look at whatever object, it could be a spot on the wall, and notice thoughts arise in your mind. Instead of getting mad that you might be getting distracted, practice a stance of non-judgmentality towards your thoughts. That means you're not mad at them, you don't think they're necessarily great, you just allow them to occur. And as they pass, refocus your attention on the object you're looking at. So that's a very simple mindfulness meditation exercise. This will help you eliminate the obsessive component of DP. Another thing that's really important to do is to live a very fully engaged life. When you have an occupation that fulfills you and occupies your attention, and when you have activities that fulfill you, like hobbies, could be playing a musical instrument, could be a sport, it could be learning a new language. When you have these activities, they occupy your mind and they divert your attention from DP onto something else. This has been called a flow state. A flow state is when the challenge at hand matches your ability level and your whole attention is focused on that activity, and you almost become absorbed in that activity and you forget about yourself. See, one of the ironies of depersonalization is the more you think about yourself, the less you feel like yourself. When you actually get outside of your mind and focus your mind on external things, you feel more like yourself. You feel more embodied. You feel less depersonalized. So live a very fully engaged life to overcome symptoms of depersonalization. Checking in and obsessive self-focus isn't going to help you at all. I hope this video answered some questions related to obsession and depersonalization. There's also an accompanying article to this video in the link below. Make sure to check out my website, Depersonalizationrecovery.com, my free videos, my free articles, and my program, the Depersonalization Recovery Total Integration Method.